No More Heroes is a series about killing and revenge. Whether that be Travis getting revenge on the death of his parents, or Shinobi wanting to avenge her father. Jasper Bat Jr. wanting revenge on Travis for killing his family, and Travis wanting revenge on Jasper for killing Bishop, and even Badman wanting to kill Travis to avenge his daughter who died in the first game. This theme looks like it'll be prominent in No More Heroes 3, because in the newest trailer it looks like either Shinobu or Badman, maybe even both, have been killed by Fu. And Sylvia, I believe, has been captured hostage, so Travis has got to go save her. As for one of the death screens on Travis, where if you fail, he says, "Sylvia, I'm sorry." Yeah, No More Heroes is all about killing. Your actions from the previous games playing as Travis create consequences. So with that introduction out of the way, you guessed it, this is another No More Heroes 3 video. Some of the stuff I'm going to be going over is a mix of old and new, things we've found out at E3 or before that, stuff I haven't really gotten to yet, and then others will be more recent stuff like the recent trailer and short little mini trailers from a few days ago that come up every so often. Also some more news I haven't touched upon, it's quite old news now, but yeah, there's a $1 Billion trilogy. And yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think I need to go into much detail about that. What I'm assuming to be the Japanese collector's edition is, but hey, we got a international collector's edition. But while we're on the topic, No More Heroes 3 got a collector's edition. Oh yeah, and getting on PixelNub's website was a total pain. Been at this for like an hour now, and this is all I'm getting. Just refreshing pages and yeah, that and a black screen. But yeah, there's two versions. There's the non-signed version, which is what I've gotten. You get the game and the art book and some nice pictures. The signed version is basically the same, but it's got Suda's signature on it, and you get a vinyl with it. Unfortunately, the big server crash getting on the website was mainly just to get the signed Suda games, because there was only 500 of those, but they all sold out like instantly. I don't care, I'm happy that I got a collector's edition, because also all them have eventually sold out now, but not as quick as the signed versions did. Hey, so this is a tutorial on how you become a scummy scalper. You literally buy everything so no one else can enjoy it. You lose. But yeah, when that comes out, I'll also do an unboxing video of that, because that's going to be fun. But what I do like is how all the games have now got a collector's edition on Switch, and it's so nice how two games match each other, so 1 and 2 they match, Travis Strikes Again and 3 they match, so we've got a nice little collective here. Unless you got the signed version, because that obviously looks different. For now, that's all I'm going to talk about for No More Heroes 3 Collector's Edition. Continuing on the video, I wanted to correct myself from something I said in a previous video, that I wanted to update on what I said. I said that you'd only have to play No More Heroes 1, 2 and Travis Strikes Again to understand 3, and I still stand by that. I believe that you only have to play the No More Heroes series to understand 3, but Suda said himself that he'd recommend that you play the Silver Case and the 25th Ward. He didn't say why, so my theory is that the Silver Case will be to explain Camus and his origins, as obviously Suda doesn't want to spend a lot of time in No More Heroes 3 explaining a character who's already been explained quite a lot in the Silver Case. The 25th Ward to explain Kuromizawa, because obviously for the same reasons Suda doesn't want to explain the same character again. Yeah, because Camus and Kuromizawa are both going to appear in No More Heroes 3. So I don't think those games are going to be story relevant to No More Heroes 3. I believe they're just going to be character relevant, if that makes sense. Also, there's a visual novel / manga called Red, Blue and Green, explains Midori Midorikawa. She's going to be the 5th ranked boss fight in No More Heroes 3, and that explains her backstory a little bit. In another video I'm going to go more into depth about Red, Blue and Green, but for now this is all I'm going to touch upon. But yeah, I still stand by the fact that you should play the No More Heroes games and don't expect stuff like Killer is Dead or Shadows of the Damned relevant to No More Heroes 3. Obviously you can play the Silver Case and 25th Ward if you want to, but I'm sure there's some people online who will happily explain it to you and talk to you about it. Because I can understand that not everyone will enjoy visual novels. Personally, I don't enjoy visual novels. The only visual novels I'll go through are Suda's ones. Returning characters. We have Kimmy Howell, and she is back. For some reason on the No More Heroes 3 website, she's called Kimmy Love, but I think that's just an idol name. I think she's still going to be Kimmy Howell. But yeah, looking from this picture here, I'm glad they made her look very similar to how she used to when she was younger. You can definitely tell by the look on her face that it's the same person. And I like how they kept the design for her concept art. And yep, you guessed it, Destroy Man is back for the third time. So Destroy Man True Face, I believe, are just standard non-boss enemies that you can fight. Basically like clones and robots of the actual boss of Destroy Man. Yeah, and if you look at the basic non-boss Destroy Men characters, they look exactly like the concept art. And so does the Destroy Man MPD-T. He looks exactly like his concept art too. And yeah, he's at it again with his handshake. I don't think anyone's going to fall for it this time. Though we're still yet to see Destroy Man's final form. A lot of people are saying that this is going to be saved for No More Heroes 4, but I highly very much doubt that, because he looks too similar to his No More Heroes 3 design. This just looks like a final phase and transformation for him. If there is a No More Heroes 4 and he does return, which he probably will, let's be honest, I think he'll get an entirely new design. Oh yeah, and here's a fun fact. Suda said that the UAA are the ones bringing Destroy Man back, so I wonder why they're doing that. I'm sure we'll find out eventually anyway. I do like how these two returning characters are basically making No More Heroes 2 a bit more relevant, because other than this, there's nothing really else going on and you could just skip that game and be completely okay. But now there's these returning characters, and explain why they're returning in a little bit of sense. It's kind of a shame that Destroy Man isn't in the rankings this time, and it would make sense because he had that superhero thing going on before everyone else, and it's a bit weird to not have him in the superhero rankings, but oh well. As we're not dealing with assassins anymore, we're obviously not working with the UAA now, we're working with the Galactic Superhero rankings. And we've got our top 10 ranked superheroes already, 9 of them being aliens and 1 of them being human. But yeah, some of these names are pretty interesting, so we've got Mr. Black Hole, Gold Joe, Black Knight Direction, Vanishing Point, Velvet Chair Girl, Midori Midorikawa, Sniping Lee, Sonic Juice, Parody Bandit and Fu, also known as Jess Baptist VI. And then we've obviously got our non-ranked boss fights like Destroy Man, Kimmy and Henry. Oh yeah, and for some reason Henry's got 2 beam katanas now, so that's pretty interesting. We also have this ninja looking guy called Native Dancer. At least now we've got a load of names and information about them. Originally I was going to do a whole segment about all the bosses, but it just takes too long and I don't want to spend all that time on this, so yeah, I'm just going to go through what's important. I hope one of them is a Sylvian because it links up with the 25th Ward, and there'll be some pretty cool foreshadowing of this news article here was to link to No More Heroes 3 in a way. Though regarding Mr. Black Hole, I'm still wondering where his brother Mr. Wormhole is, because he's not shown in the rankings and has not yet been seen as one of the non-ranked bosses. But I'm still confident that Mr. Wormhole will make it into the game. So originally I was going to theorise that Mr. Black Hole was going to end up getting defeated and become small and teaming up with Travis, kind of like Dimple when he got made small after being defeated when he used to be big and powerful. But I accidentally saw a bit at the beginning of the game with Mr. Black Hole fight, so I guess that's my theory down the drain. I just want to state that all this video footage I recorded was way back earlier this month before we got all this gameplay shown, all bosses revealed, so but yeah, I just never really got around to editing this video, so so that's why a lot of this information might be a little out of date now. But I still wanted to make it anyway, as I put a lot of work into it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now, and make a final video of this game before I get to play it myself. Oh yeah, and Super Smash Bros. Is now having an NMH3 event, so there's Fu, there's Travis, and Travis's mech suit. That's all the spirits we can see now, but I'm not sure if there'll be more. It's kind of annoying how this event will be only for 5 days, 3 or 5 days, and starting when No More Heroes 3 comes out. Like, you'd expect they'd know, as people will be busy playing No More Heroes 3. I'll try squeezing getting some No More Heroes PNGs in there, but I'll be mostly busy playing the game. Anyway, that's how I want to end this video. Thank you all for watching, and thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoy the game. I hopefully will too, I'm sure I will. And now that you've given me your view, you can... Get the fuck out!